welcome, and here's our top story. Trinamool Congress strongman Sheikh Shahjahan, a prime accused in the case related to attack on Enforcement Directorate officials in January this year, was handed over to the Central Bureau of Investigation by the state police on the orders of the Calcutta High Court on Wednesday. Shahjahan, a TMC Zilla Parishad leader who was alleged to have masterminded the attack on ED officials on 5th of January when they went in to search his house in connection with the multi-crore Russian distribution scam, was arrested by the state police on February 29. He had been on the run since the 5th of January. My colleague Saurabh Gupta has more on the story.
Handing over an accused who's in custody is a procedural, is a long process, and the delay was procedural is what they say, although they had that. Yesterday they didn't do that because, they were hopeful of the Supreme Court hearing the plea on an urgent basis. Since the Supreme Court did not hear it, they complied with the High Court, which reiterated its orders today to hand over Sheikh Shahjahan to the CBI. Now, Sheikh Shahjahan has had 2 medical tests, one, of course, while before being handed over, and one now, of course, after being handed over at the ESI hospital. These are mandatory medical tests. These are required under the law. When someone is arrested or when someone's custody is taken, there's always a medical examination. And that is, of course, something that's happening now with Sheikh Shahjahan firmly in the CBI custody after the police handed him over to them in the evening today.
Now, suspended Trinamool leader Sheikh Shahjahan, the key accused in the Sandeshkhali extortion, land grab and sexual assault cases, was transferred to the custody of CBI after a second direction from the Calcutta High Court. During a rally near Sandeshkhali on Wednesday, the Prime Minister hit out at the Mamata Banerjee government in the state over the issue of women's security, accusing them of shielding Sheikh. He even met 5 women from the island. The Trinamool Congress hit back at the Prime Minister, asking why no action was taken against BJP MP Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, who had been accused of sexual assault by multiple women wrestlers.
टीएमसी सरकार बंगाल की महिलाओं के गुनहगार को बचाने के लिए पूरी शक्ति लगा रही है। गरीब, दलित, वंचित आदिवासी परिवार की बहनों बेटियों के साथ टीएमसी के नेता जगह जगह अत्याचार कर रहे हैं, लेकिन टीएमसी सरकार को अपने अत्याचारी नेता पर भरोसा है, बांग्ला बहन बेटियों पर भरोसा नहीं है। इस व्यवहार से बंगाल की महिलाएं, देश की महिलाएं आक्रोश में है। नारी शक्ति के आक्रोश का ये ज्वार संदेशखाली तक ही सीमित नहीं रहने वाला, संपूर्ण बांग्लादेश Sandeshkhali jad uthbe.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi targeting the TMC over the Sandeshkhali allegations. After the rally, he also met a group of 5 women from Sandeshkhali.
A delegation of 5 to 6 women had met the Honorable Prime Minister after the Sabha. He had listened to them, to their problem, what happened in Sandeshkhali, how were they tortured, what was the situation then, what is the situation now.
মায়ের নামে জয়ধ্বনি দিচ্ছেন আর মাকেই অপমান করছেন। মণিপুরে মায়েদের অপমান করলেন। আমাদের শিখ সম্প্রদায়ের মহিলারা প্রতিবাদ করছেন, তার সন্তানকে খালিস্তানি বলেছেন, আর মায়ের নামে জয়ধ্বনি দিচ্ছেন, পার পাবেন না আপনি।
सबके मोबाइल की फ्लैश लाइट चालू हो, ये नारी सम्मान में है।
Women from the area have been protesting against TMC strongman Sheikh Shahjahan and his aides. The BJP sees this as an opportunity to try and cut into Mamata Banerjee's women voter base and is making Sandeshkhali an election issue. The allegations of rape, extortion and land grab from Sandeshkhali against Sheikh Shahjahan and his aides come on the eve of elections And the BJP has seized the opportunity to target the TMC over women's safety and law and order. Finally, with no relief from the Supreme Court, the state police handed over the main accused Sheikh Shahjahan to the CBI as the Calcutta High Court had ordered.
जहां-जहां इंडी गठबंधन के सहयोगियों की सरकार है, वहां पर महिलाओं पर उतना ही अत्याचार है। बंगाल पर टीएमसी नाम का जो ग्रहण लगा हुआ है, वो इस राज्य के विकास को आगे नहीं बढ़ने दे रहा है। इसलिए आप सभी बहनों को इंडी गठबंधन को हराना, देश के कोने कोने में कमल खिलाना है।
The BJP has set itself a big target of 35 seats in West Bengal, but to get anywhere close to that target, they will need women voters to vote for them. Traditionally, women voters in Bengal have voted for Mamata Banerjee, and Prime Minister Modi made a pitch to Nari Shakti in Bengal so that the BJP can also get women voters to vote for the party in order to achieve its target of 35 seats. With camera person GD Shankar in Barashat in North 24 Parganas district of West Bengal, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
Now moving on to another story from the eastern part of India, the India Alliance is trying to pull off a sensational game of numbers in Bihar. 8 seats in Bihar and 2 in UP have been proposed to Chirag Paswan. The proposal comes amidst ongoing talks regarding seats in NDA. My colleague Prashant has more on the story.
2 months back, the Mahagathbandhan government in Bihar, which RJD and JDU were running, JDU came out of the government, Nitish Kumar came out of the government, and there 17 seats fell vacant because Nitish Kumar came out of the alliance and he joined NDA alliance. So he will be given, he is proposed to be given these 8 seats from that quota only. And additionally, he has been offered 2 seats in Uttar Pradesh also. And the sources tell me, sources have told me that even India Alliance partners in Uttar Pradesh like Samajwadi Party and Congress, they are also on board with this proposal. However, I must make it very clear that it is still not known what is the stand of Chirag Paswan on this proposal, because as you rightly said, there has been talks going on within NDA alliance also to finalize seat adjustments in Bihar, and in all likelihood in the coming week, top leaders from the BJP are likely to meet alliance partners, the leaders from the alliance partners in Bihar. So it is still not known whether Chirag Paswan is going to accept it, but it is a big coup that the India Alliance is trying to make, and they have offered 8 seats in Bihar and 2 more seats in Uttar Pradesh. So that's a big offer that has been given to Chirag Paswan. Now we will have to wait and see whether Chirag Paswan accepts this offer or not.
Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will unveil multiple development projects and address a public meeting in Srinagar on Thursday during his visit to Kashmir after his government abrogated the provisions of Article 370 of the Constitution, which gave special rights to the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir. While the Lok Sabha election round the corner and opposition parties seeking an announcement on the assembly polls in Jammu and Kashmir, the Prime Minister's scheduled visit has acquired a keen political dimension in terms of what he might have to say on the issue.
Srinagar decked up with BJP flags ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit on Thursday, the first after the scrapping of Article 370 in August 2019. There are massive preparations for the PM's rally at the Bakshi Stadium. The BJP says a record 2 lakh people will attend, an endorsement to Prime Minister Modi's development agenda and decision to do away with Kashmir's special status. Last month, the Prime Minister addressed a rally in Jammu. Within 3 weeks, it's his second rally in J&K ahead of elections.
इंडस्ट्रियल ग्रोथ हो रही है, यहाँ नौकरियां मिल रही हैं, यहाँ करप्शन समाप्त हुआ है। आज जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता मोदी जी ने जो 370 की बेड़ियां तोड़ी थी, उसके बाद मोदी जी को देखने के लिए, मिलने के लिए, सुनने के लिए बख्शी स्टेडियम में लगभग 1.5 लाख 2 लाख लोग आने की सूचना मिली है.
A tight security blanket has been thrown around the stadium. Checking and frisking has been intensified across Srinagar. Besides a massive logistics arrangement to bring people to the stadium, thousands of government officials have also been directed to attend. The BJP is hoping that a recent move to include the numerically significant Pahari ethnic community to the ST list in the UT will help strengthen its foothold in the valley and Muslim-dominated region of Jammu.
माहौल कश्मीर के अलग अलग एरियाज में मैं देख रहा हूं. मुझे यकीन है कि 2 लाख से ऊपर आवाम प्राइम मिनिस्टर जनाब नरेंद्र मोदी साहब को सुनने के दीदार करने 7 मार्च सुबह 10 बजे श्रीनगर के बख्शी स्टेडियम में यहाँ पहुंचेंगे.
Massive preparations are underway for Prime Minister Modi's first Kashmir visit and the rally after scrapping of Article 370. With the mission of winning 370 Lok Sabha seats, Prime Minister's rally here at Bakshi Stadium is aimed at sending a larger message across the country. In Srinagar, Nazir Masoodi for NDTV.
Raids in Ghaziabad unraveled an interstate racket of fake drugs. Spurious formulations were being packaged for medicines for diabetes, blood pressure, gastritis and painkillers with labels of top pharma companies. They were to be sold for over 1 crore rupees. Fake drug racket was also busted in Ghaziabad, Kotwar and Hyderabad.
Raids in Ghaziabad that unraveled an interstate racket of fake drugs. Spurious formulations being packaged as medicines for diabetes, blood pressure, gastritis and painkillers, with labels of top pharma companies to be sold for over 1 crore rupees.
देखिए इसमें एक आदमी अरेस्ट हुआ है नेम्ड विकास चौहान. ज़्यादातर जहाँ पे ये प्रोडक्ट सप्लाई हो रहा था वो तेलंगाना, हैदराबाद और अमृतसर, और अभी भी हमारी कार्रवाई जारी है इसमें.
At Kotdwar and Roorkee in Uttarakhand, teams from Telangana Police and the Drug Control Administration found chalk and starch formulations packaged as antibiotics and other drugs with labels of top Indian and international pharma companies including Cipla, GlaxoSmithKline and others.
Nowadays everybody is talking about fake medicines, but I would advise you to purchase every medicine on proper GST bill. If you are having proper GST bill, you will not have any problem about these fake medicines.
In another raid, Telangana police found fake antibiotics and other drugs worth over 33 lakh rupees, said to have been manufactured in Sirmoor district of Himachal Pradesh. The company, Meg Life Sciences, is fictitious and non-existent.
With multiple cases of fake medicines coming from across the states, the challenge now lies with the authorities to expose and break this nexus. Meanwhile, the people too need to be conscious. In Ghaziabad with Prem Singh, this is Ishika Verma for NDTV.
Time now for a quick break on the show. More on the other side. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Former US Ambassador Nikki Haley has dropped out of the US presidential race. Her dropping out has left Donald Trump as the sole Republican candidate for the presidential nomination. The withdrawal from the race comes after the US leader scored a surprising victory over Trump in the Republican primary in the US state of Vermont, her second win in the race for the White House in 2024. Among Trump's prominent primary rivals, Haley was the last candidate left standing, so her withdrawal ensures that Trump will capture the Republican nomination. My colleague Vishal joins me for more on this story. Vishal, with Nikki Haley also withdrawing, it probably paves the way for the contest of the two political heavyweights in US, Trump, and the elections boil down to Trump versus Biden.
That is right, Rika. So soon after the victory, the confidence on Donald Trump's face was quite palpable. He went on to say that if Biden goes on to become the US president again, it will be sort of an end of US as a country. Big statement from Donald Trump soon after the victories. To reply to that, Biden has said that Trump's intention is not good. He only wants to be the US president because he has grievances. He doesn't want to serve the people of the US. So this comes in the backdrop of the big Super Tuesday. 14 wins each for both the candidates. Both of them lost one each primaries. Biden lost the American Samoa primary to a little-known candidate, while Nikki Haley swept to victory in Vermont, which was quite surprising. Nobody had expected that. So now the road lies ahead with the promises that Trump has made. So there are about 15 promises that Trump has made.
Who are the prominent faces who are supporting Donald Trump right now?
So while Nikki Haley stopped short of endorsing Trump as the front runner, so whenever these big wigs step out of the race, they sort of toe the line and they say that the biggest candidate they will support the biggest candidate. But that has not happened as far as Nikki Haley is concerned. But on the other hand, there is this veteran leader, Mitch McConnell. He's the Senate Republican leader. He has said that he will support Trump. That is also quite surprising because Mitch McConnell had stopped speaking with Trump 3 years ago. So out of nowhere, he has extended his hand. So this will come as a big boost for Trump.
Well, it is going to be an interesting race to the big US elections. Thank you very much, Vishal, for joining us on the story.